that screen for so long now. How's it going? Wait, don't answer that yet. I just realized how serious your face looks. It's like you're solving the world's biggest mystery or something. You're so focused. It's kind of impressive, but also a little intimidating. Do you even remember the last time you blinked? I know you're busy, but I was starting to feel like a little ghost floating around in the background. You've been so caught up in work that I don't think you've even noticed me. So I figured, why not change that? You wouldn't mind me interrupting for a tiny bit, right? Just for a quick minute. I promise I won't touch anything important. I'm just here to remind you that you're human and need a little break every now and then. Come on, you've been working nonstop for hours. Did you even eat anything today? Or is caffeine your only sustenance right now? It's okay to pause, you know. The world won't stop spinning because you step away from your desk. I mean, I get it. You're dedicated, hardworking, and all that. But you also have me here, ready to be way more fun than that spreadsheet or whatever you're doing. How about this? I'll let you go back to it in a little bit. But for now, humor me. Just a tiny break, okay? You'll feel so much better after a breather. Besides, you look way too good when you're relaxed for me not to try. You know, I was watching you earlier, and it's almost like you disappear into your own little world when you're working. It's kind of fascinating, honestly. But at the same time, I can't help wondering, how do I get into that world of yours? Do I need an invitation? Or can I just barge in like this? I mean, I'm not trying to pull you away completely. Okay, maybe I am, just a little. But look at it this way. Wouldn't your work benefit from a fresh perspective? Like, I could tell you about something totally random, make you laugh, and suddenly, boom, your brain's all refreshed and firing on all cylinders. Genius, right? Speaking of which, do you even know how long you've been working without a break? I was going to time you, but I got distracted. I bet it's been hours, though. You've probably forgotten how nice it feels to just sit back, stretch, and let your mind wander for a bit. So, what do you say? 5 minutes? 10? I promise I won't keep you forever. We could just talk, or I could tell you about that ridiculous thing I saw earlier that I've been dying to share with you. Or maybe I'll just keep talking until you realize you can't ignore me. It's okay if you're stubborn. I know how to outlast you. And let's be honest, aren't you kind of glad I'm here to remind you to breathe? Because I'm not going anywhere until I see you relax, even just a little. You know, I was thinking, maybe you work so hard because you secretly love when I interrupt you. Like deep down, you're waiting for me to come in and save you from drowning in all this. You don't have to admit it. It's okay. I already know I'm right. But seriously, look at you. You're so focused that I'm starting to think you've forgotten there's a whole world outside of whatever you're working on. Maybe I should remind you what it feels like to let go for a bit. Or maybe I could just keep talking until you have no choice but to pay attention to me. What if I sat right here, super close? Like, just enough to remind you I'm here. I could even rest my head on your shoulder. You can keep working if you really want to, but I'll just be here, you know, distracting you with my existence. Seems fair, doesn't it? I'm just saying, it's not good to work yourself into the ground. You need balance. That's what I'm here for, to make sure you don't forget to enjoy life. And hey, maybe that balance looks like taking a break with me right now. Just a tiny one. Come on, you're too amazing to spend all your time staring at a screen. You know that, right? I mean, I love how dedicated you are, but sometimes you just need someone to remind you there's more to life than work. And luckily for you, I'm very good at being that someone. All right, I'll admit it. I'm definitely trying to steal your attention now. But can you blame me? You're just so wrapped up in your work special about just being here with you. It reminds me how lucky I am to have someone who works so hard, but still lets me sneak into their world. I'm serious, though. You deserve to be spoiled every now and then. All this effort you're putting in, it's amazing, but it can wait, just for a little while. You've already done so much, and right now, all I want is to take care of you, even if that just means making sure you smile. Imagine this for a second. You lean back, take a deep breath, and let me wrap my arms around you. Just for a minute. No deadlines, no stress. Just us. Doesn't that sound better than staring at your screen? You're always giving so much of yourself to everything and everyone else. It's okay to let me give back to you. Besides, you have no idea how cute you are when you're all flustered and pretending you're not distracted by me. It's like watching the most adorable little tug-of-war between your brain and your heart. And honestly, I think your heart's winning, even if you won't admit it. So, come on, take a break with me. Let me remind you how it feels to just be held, to let go, and to know that you're loved more than words can say. You've earned it. There you go. That's better. See, you're already starting to relax a little. I knew you could do it. It doesn't take much, just a moment to breathe, to remember that it's okay to pause. I love seeing you like this, just a little softer, a little more at ease. It makes me want to wrap you up and never let you go. You know, sometimes I worry that you push yourself too hard. You're always so determined, always putting everything you've got into whatever you're doing. It's one of the things I admire most about you, but it also makes me want to be the one who reminds you that you don't have to carry everything on your own. I wish you could see yourself the way I see you, not just as someone who's capable and hardworking, but as someone who deserves to rest and be taken care of. You've already done so much, and it's more than okay to let go for a little while. Let me take care of you. Let me be your reason to pause. Right now, I just want to be here with you. Nothing else matters. Not the work, not the deadlines. Just this moment. Just us. I want you to feel how much you mean to me. How much I love seeing you like this. You don't have to do anything except be here. That's enough. So, let me hold you for a while. Let me remind you that no matter how busy life gets, you'll always have this, a safe place to land, arms that will never let you fall, and a love that will never stop reminding you that you're more than enough.